Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Tyler from House of Cards TCG coming at you again with another live dueling video. And this one is actually a pretty special one for me. I'm picking up Pendulum Magicians and just trying the archetype out and messing around with it a little bit. I played it for a little bit. And with Astrograph back at 1, I figured why not give it a shot. So we have myself, and we are testing Pendulum Magician, so I thought I'd bring you the video so that we could review my duel together. We're going to see what kind of misplays maybe that I made, or maybe some more optimal plays that I could have made, and we're going to go ahead and check that out against Shane on his Swordsoul Tenyi that everybody has seen on the channel. Very, very good duelist as far as it goes with the Swordsoul Tenyi. He's been playing it for a very long time, so he knows all the different lines that come with it. So, with all that being said, let's dive on into this live duel. Myself on Pendulum Magicians versus Shane on Swordsoul Tenyi.
House of Cards
TCG.
As always, please remember to like and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 2,000 subs by the end of this month, and your help is truly appreciated. Help us get there. So let's dive on into this duel. So it looks like I think I go first. We're gonna start with the Duelist Alliance. So just start right here. Obviously, we're gonna misplay. You have to have a scale set in order to activate Duelist Alliance, and I completely forgot about that. So I take it back, and I'm like, oh, wait. So we scale double Iris, then we activate Duelist Alliance, and then we're gonna go ahead and activate pin call from there. And I was explaining to him, I was like, yeah, just you have to have a scale in order to activate Duelist Alliance. So that's just one thing. And there's Shane calling me out, right? As I'm trying to test. So we pitch our other copy of Duelist Alliance to activate Pin Call. Pin Call is going to go through. Here's the thing, though. I found out I have Astrograph in my hand, and I shouldn't have activated Pin Call because now I can't destroy a card in my scale to summon the Astrograph. But we're going to search Harmo, and we're going to search Oath Dragon here. So Oath Dragon is going to be our low scale. Again, learning how to play around with Astrograph a little bit better. So we're going to basically low scale Oath Dragon here. We have a high scale with double Iris. And like I said, if we were able to, we could pop double Iris somehow, and then that's going to be able to bring out our Astrograph, and we could further extend. But again, don't roast me in the comments. We're still testing. We're still trying to figure it out. So if you know the kind of the line with that, maybe you would see it. Let me know. Help me out as we're trying to test. Maybe all my Pendulum Magicians here, right? So Shane and I are just going back and forth, just kind of chatting a little bit. We're just talking. So we're going to go ahead and pin summon. We're going to go ahead and pin summon the Harmonizing Magician and the Pin Sork. We're going to chain block our Harmonizing Magician. This chain blocks it from Ash because now Pin Sork will attempt to destroy double Iris, but it can't because it's under Pin Call, and Pin Call allows it not to be destroyed. So now we're going to Harmonizing, bring out Oath Dragon. That's going to go into our Baron. And if we have one more, which Oath Dragon can then add Harmonizing back to our hand, we can normal summon out our Harmonizing Magician, and then that gives us our tuner to then go into Hauki Fibrax. We can then activate Hauki Fibrax. That's going to bring out our Tuning Magician. And then from here, we're basically looking to get to Dagda Anaconda. So we're going to take both those, and that's going to go into a Dagda, I do believe, yes. Now we use the Tuning Magician effect and Tuning Magician, and then on field effect, which is the gain and lose 400 life points. So I lose 400, and then Shane gains it. That's going to go ahead and trigger the Dagda. Dagda is going to be able to set Scythe, and then we're going to go ahead and take the Tuning Magician because we don't have another extender because the Astrograph would have came in clutch had we not used Pin Call here, right? So now we take the Tuning Magician and the Dagda, go for a Selene, which is interesting. I think I was trying to extend here a little bit further, and I may have missed out because I don't have a spellcaster in my grave. So that's actually incorrect. And that's probably... So again, we're just testing here. And we're trying to get the Pendulum Magicians down so we get this deck profile and figure it out. So I would assume that he lets me take it back and we just go for an Anaconda. Oh, we opened up the Fusion Destiny. So this is not the game where I had Astrograph. I take everything back. I apologize. We did not have Astrograph this game. That was next game. So I guess a better play would have been just to leave Dagda up. There was no reason... I wanted to add Artemis here, maybe a good reason, but yeah, there's probably a better line than leaving Selene up there. But you know, we got the thing, we got it accomplished here. So in standby, we're gonna go ahead and activate Enforcer, and let's see what Shane's outs are. He always draws it, right? Let's see what he's got. I see. Oh, no. Okay, so we're going to see... So if you don't know, Scythe is a mandatory effect. So it's actually, when you do your chain links, Scythe is mandatory 1, Enforcer chain link 2. And then we're going to see a double Chalice. That's what I'm saying. Shane's always so nasty, big brain with this main deck in the double Chalice. But then, let's see what we do here. So, yeah, so we were talking about the Baron effect, whether you could tag it out and standby, but because then that would have played around the double scythe or the double chalice here. So let me know down below if you can what you guys think. So I was trying to go. It was Chainlink 1 scythe, Chainlink 2 chalice, Chainlink 3 Baron, Chainlink 4 chalice. That resolves negating Baron. So I was attempting to use Baron to shuffle it back to the extra deck to summon to get it off the board to avoid the chalice, but you can't do that because it can't respond. It's activated in standby, so you can't respond to a spell like that in that sense. But we're gonna see Shane. Shane's going to go ahead and use the Ashuna. Ashuna's going to then get linked off for the Monk. Then he's got the Vessel. He's going to go ahead and send Vishuda, which I would assume is going to bounce my Baron. So if he sends Vishuda, and then he is going to be able to add a Tenyi. It looks like he's about to add the Adara as he's looking. So we're still going over this. But so he was able, Double Chalice is strong. Double Chalice will beat the Scythe Lock. That's for sure. So maybe if I had left Dagda on the field, still, I don't know, still, because he let my Enforcer resolve. So the Double Chalice was just clutch. What are you going to do? You can't win them all. So he does grab the Adara. That resolves the Vessel. So he's got Adara, and he has one Unknown in hand, I believe. He's going to banish the Vishuda. That's going to bounce the Baron back to the extra deck. Looks like he's got two Adaras. Unsure on the other one there. So he's going to go ahead and special summon. Ashuna is going to activate. Ashuna is then going to go ahead and special summon out the Vishuda. And then we're just going to see him pretty much combo off here. There's not much he's going to do because Baxia is going to be able to shuffle back my Scales. I believe that's the line that he's going to be able to go here. So he's going to go ahead and take the Vishuda and the Adara, bring out the Baxia. Baxia is then going to go ahead and, I would assume, shuffle the Scales back. Yeah, for sure. That's the play, right? Baxia is insane. Baxia to be able to shuffle back the Scales pretty much breaks the Pendulum Magicians. There's not much you could do at that point. So let's see if Shane does go with the Scales. Oh, he doesn't. He goes for the Celine and the Scythe, actually, leaving the Scales. That's surprising. I'm surprised that he did do that. All right, so we are going to see, let's see what happens from here. If he decides to continue to play, he is going to go ahead and normal out Mo Yi. Mo Yi effect is then going to go ahead and activate, revealing the Adara. That brings out the token. And then I think that he's going to take both of those, go for the Grandmaster now. Grandmaster effect, and then Mo Yi. It's just off to the races at this point. You know what I mean? Like, there's not much that you could do here. So he's go ahead and draws, and he is locked under Worms because of the Ashuna. So let's see what he does with the Long Yuan here. And if he does do that correctly. For some random reason, I'm shuffling my deck. You know, I'm not 100% sure. Oh, I guess I'm still shuffling off the Baxia. I would assume. So the Adara is going to... Oh, actually, I just scoop. All right, so he takes it. So he beats the Scythe Lock with the Double Chalice. Really good, really good. If you don't know, you go into a main tournament, Double Chalice and main deck of Chalice and Droplets is pretty much going to almost ensure that you're going to beat the Scythe Lock. I want to get Shane back on here to kind of talk a little bit more about it and tell us what he kind of thinks about the Double Chalice and, you know, playing Chalice and Droplet going into a large scale tournament. So, all right, guys, let's side up. You can see I'm not siding because my pins are ready to go. So I'm not siding. So we're going to go ahead and go into game 2 here. And as always, again, this is a reminder just to please like and subscribe to the channel. Again, 2,000 subs by the end of February. That would be incredible. Truly, truly, we would really appreciate it. So if you can, take the time, make sure to subscribe. We upload daily content, which includes these live duels, deck profiles, tips on how to become a better duelist, a lot of things. So, all right, we're going to see myself go first again. We're going to see what happens here. So as you can see, I again activate Duelist Alliance before scaling, so we have to definitely scale. So we're going to scale Double Iris, activate Duelist Alliance, that's going to search Pen Call. We did see us search the Odd Eyes Dissolver off of the Skull Crobat Joker, so I'll explain to you why. I'm going for an Odd Eyes Vortex play, which is, I think, incredible. So the Pen Call is going to grab the Harmo and the Oath Dragon. We low scale the Oath Dragon. That's going to be able to pen scale out the Harmonizing Magician. And this was the game where I had the... Astrograph in hand, and I think I misplayed with it maybe, but you can see that we pitched the Dissolver with the Pen Call. So what the Dissolver does is I'm able to bring it back and go for an Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon play, and I'm going to show you that combo here. So now we're basically thinking what our line is. I think that if we go Oath Dragon, Baron, and then pass, it's just not going to work out. So basically what we have to do here is play like he doesn't have Nib. And looking at his hand, I see Vishuda, Pot of Desires, another Vishuda. Hopefully he doesn't have Nib because we lose the Nib on this one. I'm not going to lie to you, but I have to do what I got to do. So we're going to go ahead and bring out the Hauki Firebrax. Hauki Firebrax then brings out the Tuning Magician. Also, I do think that Artemis is important in the deck. I do not play Artemis in this build. I think I'm going to add it, though, because Artemis has come up quite a bit. And we're going to use the Selene effect. Selene effect is going to gain counters. And then we're going to go ahead and use Selene. And that's going to go ahead and bring back out our Odd Eyes Dissolver. And then we can, because Selene actually can target Odd Eyes Dissolver, bring it back. Then we can use the Odd Eyes Dissolver effect with the Oath Dragon. But before we do that, before we actually do that, he lets us think about, we're going to Oath Dragon, add back our Harmonizing Magician. Very important. Make sure you do that. Then we're going to go ahead and use the Dissolver. That's going to bring out our Vortex. Now we have an Omni Negate on field. And you can see I'm really happy about that. So now we can, I think we actually have Astrograph in this one, maybe, and I think we might have the Scythe in hand already. So I think we did hard draw a Scythe on this game. So he's reading Vortex. He hasn't seen Vortex before. It's new spice in my build. Also, I play 3 Magician Souls, and Magician Souls can send Dissolver, so that's another play, another line that I have with this deck. Again, I'm just trying out the different possibilities of it. I do like DDDs. DDDs might be the best pin right now, though. I'm not going to lie. But here we are. We're thinking on what the best line is here. And, of course, we all know the best line is we're going to take the Skullcrobat Joker and the Selene. That's going to turn it into an Anaconda. And then I think if we did hard open Scythe, I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so we're actually going to Tuning Magician, summon itself back. Then we're going to take the Skullcrobat Joker. No, we're not using Tuning Magician. Okay, we're not. So skip that. We're just using Tuning Magician for follow-up next turn. So we're going to go Selene and Skullcrobat Joker into Anaconda. Anaconda is going to go ahead and dump the bricks. And then we're going to go ahead and bring out the Enforcer. And if we set a card here, like I said, I would assume that probably means that we did, in fact, open the Scythe. Because there's nothing else to set except for the trap. Yeah, we hard opened the Scythe here for sure. For sure. And you know what? No double chalice this time. You don't see it? No double chalice this time, Shane. So in standby, we passed to him, and then in standby. Look, all I said was there. You have the droplet, don't you? I just knew it. I knew he had the droplet. So we're going to activate Enforcer. Enforcer's then going to go ahead and pop the Anaconda, pop the Scythe. Then we're going to go ahead and activate Scythe, summon itself back, activate Scythe. Yep, and that. So now we have a extra deck lock with an Omni Negate. He opens up the Desires, which is insane. The one of. That's what he does, though, man. You know what? I'm happy he's on my team for the 3v3. That's for sure. 3v3 is next weekend at Tables and Towers in right outside Baltimore, Maryland. Shane and I will be up there. We'll be participating. So go Tables and Towers next Sunday, the 20th. And that's at Tables and Towers. We'll be up there. So he does pull the droplet off. The droplet obviously came off the Desires with the Ashuna. That's unfortunate. You top deck the Desires the droplet on the Desires after using it. So we're gonna go ahead and see the Ashuna come down. He's gonna go ahead and special summon the Ashuna. I don't see a reason to negate that because it's not like he can link it off, right? So no sense there. He is gonna go ahead and activate the Swordsoul Emergence. And let's see what we decide to do here. So we're definitely taking a hard think on this because Emergence then can grab him a Mo Yi or a Tai Yi or a Long Yuan, but it does nothing because he can't go into his extra deck. So after contemplating that, he does grab the Mo Yi with the Emergence. And then we're going to see him go ahead and normal summon. Oh, we searched the Mo Yi. Okay. Thought it was a normal summon net, but he is not. Mo Yi does give him a token, though, which makes Vishuda alive. So he's going to special summon out the Ecclesia. That is a level 4 tuner, by the way. He sets one and passes. So now here we're not activating Fusion Destiny, or Enforcer, but because we already used it. But the Fusion Destiny pops it, and then obviously it comes back at standby. So we're going to draw. Standby Enforcer is going to come back. And now we're able to look at our hand a little bit. Let's see what we decide to do. We have Tuning Magician that we could bring back if we can get another scale. Let's see. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and set the card in hand. I think we top decked another Fusion Destiny or something. We're going to Celestial draw. Basically, any scale right now gets us there. Like, we just need a scale. And I think that I need to start utilizing the Celestial Magician more often. I don't think that I'm properly using Celestial Magician. I play one of. I think I'm going to bump it to 2 because that follow-up at the end phase where you can actually add at the end phase is very important. Or maybe I'm not utilized. Maybe it's just because both games I open up pin calls, so I couldn't pop my double iris to keep going to get the Star Pendulum graph and then be able to get the searches and stuff. So maybe my Pendulum Duelist down can comment down below. Maybe see some more optimal plays that you guys might see that I didn't. Again, I'm still trying to learn it out. So there's definitely a lot going on with it. There's a lot to know with the Pendulum Magicians. A lot of one-ofs that you have to know as well. And I do think that White Wing is important and maybe Black Fang too. So those are just cards I'm thinking about adding in. Maybe the Magician of Souls is too much. I'm not sure. So all right, let's see what we decide to do. We're definitely giving this a hard think. We're going to go ahead and activate Enforcer. Let's see what we decide to do. It's a hard think here again. Trying to get the Pendulum Magicians down. He's gonna chain the droplet to my Enforcer activation. That's an easy send. You send Vishuda for sure. For sure. Okay, so he's going to go ahead and send the Ecclesia and the Vishuda, negating my Enforcer and the Vortex Dragon. Of course, I can't respond, which is unfortunate, but with them being negated, though, I think that might be all we need because now we can just basically link climb up and try to go for OTK here. We forced out his only interruption that he has at the moment. So we're going to let that resolve. Look at that ultimate forbidden droplet. Man, my man's insane. Insane over there. All right, so let's see. If we're looking at this play now, we could go into... I think we used Selene already, so that's unfortunate. We could link climb with Dagda, because we didn't go into Dagda. And if we can get a Tuning Magician out. A lot of different lines here. Let's see. Let's see if we can go for this OTK here. Spending a lot of time thinking again because I just still trying to learn the deck. Wanting to review this with you guys. We do have the Tuning Magician that we can still use that I'm putting up top just a reminder. But we got to get another Magician in the other scale. Because that is the requirement of Tuning Magician. Alright, so I think we're about ready to play now. After that long contemplating period there. So let's see what we decide here. Alright, so I scale Astrograph Sorcerer. We're going to go ahead and pin summon, I believe. We're going to take Vortex and the Artifact Scythe. And I think we're going to make the Dagda here. And now we can go ahead and pin summon. So we can grab out Oath Dragon. Probably, I would imagine, a Skullcrobat Joker here. Yeah, there's no sense in bringing out the Dissolver. Actually, I don't even know if we can. We can't. So now we're going to activate the Double Iris effect. Double Iris is going to go ahead and destroy itself to target the Skullcrobat Joker. But I don't know if I can... Oh, I guess it's a dark... I have to read Double Iris real quick. Hold on. So after review, actually I can because Skullcrobat Joker is a dark spellcaster. So you can do that. So we're going to go ahead and get the Star Pendulum graph out. And then we're going to go ahead and activate it so that anything that leaves, so it's like Joker leaves or whatever, I think we can go ahead and get another search. So off the pin summon, we could go straight into access code 53 plus 25. That's just short. So we're going to take those 4. And we should have triggered the Star Pendulum graph when we did this too. And I don't think we did. I think we misplayed on that too. Because we never actually normal summoned either, which would have given us lethal. Again, this is actually kind of brutal watching. I took so long trying to figure this one out. And I should have triggered the Oath Dragon effect here too, which is obviously to search. So a lot of misplays on this one, going for game, overthinking things. And that was probably a lot of my priority. A lot of my problem was just overthinking this, honestly. I shouldn't have used the enforcer here either. So we're going to go Apple for 3, use the time pendulum graph, start pendulum graph that's going to get the search. I should have never used the enforcer here when I went to go link off. That was definitely a huge one. But we're going to normal summon the harmonizing magician. And then we're going to go ahead and get the savage out. So in turn, now that I think about it, all we had to do was make the access code 4300. I would have been just short either way, no matter how I looked at it. I think that's why it took me so long to think. Yeah, so that was unfortunate for us. We should have actually ended it more optimally, for sure. Also, no, we didn't. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and banish the Vishuddha here. That's a good play. So we did get the call by off the Celestial draw. Call by is gonna hit the Vishuddha. Now he can't even summon the Vishuddha from his hand, which is really. That's literally the next play he goes for it. I'm like, nah, you can't. I just called by it, man. Come on now. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think down below. I think that's a better play there. Now that I'm looking at it, I think I need to get another link 3, right? It's weird. It's weird. I'm just trying to look at the lines. I'm not sure. I should have added more too, and there's so much more I could have done. There's probably definitely a way to OTK. If you guys see the line down below, please let me know. So we're gonna go ahead and he activates Mo Yi. We're going to go ahead and use Appaloosa there. I think that was a mistake because now he just easily beats over it. Then he activates Long Yuan, pitches the Vishuddha. Chalice is my savage. It's just unfortunate. This guy. So Long Yuan, that's going to bring out a token. And I think at this point, it's going to be off to the races for Shane as he has cracked my board once again. So the Pendulum Magicians, I don't know. Probably, like I said, on my turn, I think there's a lot more that I could have done. Also, stay tuned because next up tomorrow, I'm going to be posting. I tested my deck list that I'm going to be taking to the 3v3. It's going to be. I have this spicy VW list, and it's got like 2 different engines in it. It's actually spicy. I can't wait to show it to you guys. I have to wait till after the 3v3 in order to show you the deck list. So make sure to subscribe so that I can show you that because it is insane. We're doing a huge testing session Tuesday night, and we're going to be recording it. Our teammates, obviously Shane, he's on Swordsoul. Our other teammates on Sky Striker, we're getting a 4th in, and we're all going to be playtesting. I'm going to be recording it, going over those matches. So we're going to go over those together. Our testing videos and our testing matches. That's going to prepare me for the 3v3 coming up. And yeah, it's going to be insane. So stay tuned for that. Make sure that you guys are following for that. I apologize. This match is a little bit slow. It's my first time doing like a kind of a testing where it's not at a locals or anything. And I might have to like rethink that and think about it. Obviously, I was on pins. It was a little bit slower game. So if next video that we're doing, which is obviously with the virtual world, I know that deck a lot better, so we'll buy a lot quicker. So you guys can obviously, I appreciate it if you're still watching this. I know it's been a little brutal here. So we're going to see him go for the Ashuna play. This is interesting. Okay, so Ashuna's going to bring out the Audra. Now we see a Long Yuan and an Audra. That should make a Synchro 7, but he is locked into Worms. So let's see if Shane, what he does here. Yazi obviously is the play, yeah, so that's easy. So we're going to go ahead and burn me here. Yazi's then going to go ahead and pop one of my cards. Let's see what Shane decides to target here. And again, you guys don't hear all the conversation that Shane and I are doing back and forth, so it's not just like us looking at each other, right? We're doing a lot more than that because obviously we're conversating, going back and forth. I was unsure if I wanted to play Pens or if I wanted to play VW at the 3v3. I decided to go with the VW because I know that deck a lot better. And yeah, so we do have a token, a Mo Yi, and a Tai. This is insane, actually, because now he can go Baxia. So he's going to go ahead and banish the Emergence. That's going to bring out another token. And then he can go ahead and make a Baxia with the Tai. Spin 2 cards back. Let's see what he decides to do here. It's obvious. I mean, you got to go Baxia Grandmaster. That's the only play that makes sense here. So I would probably bank that I'm very close to conceding here. Again, probably a lot better lines that I could have done here, but I think we're gonna see Swordsoul take this match down 2-0. There's no way that I come back here. I don't even think there's anything that I could top deck to actually come back on this. So Shane, like I said, is a very good Swordsoul player. He really knows the lines. I'm trying to convince him to do a video going over the different lines based on what he sees, because he's been playing this deck a lot. He's very good at it. He is not convinced that the Brave Tenyi is better than the pure Swordsoul, so he continues to play the Swordsoul Tenyi version, which is heavier on the Swordsoul engine versus the Brave Tenyi that everybody's kind of transitioned into. He still believes that the Swordsoul, and I agree. I mean, he still is cooking with it, that's for sure. So, he's gonna be able to get the Grandmaster out here, I'm pretty sure, and it's just gonna be all. He's got plenty of follow up in the grave as well, so. It's going to be all that she wrote for him, honestly. But as we progress towards the end of this video, I appreciate everybody that has stuck through this. Again, this has been a testing video between Shane and I where we have just kind of played over it, and this is me watching it back. I still don't know what the better lines are. Again, comment down below if you see him on my Game 2 pin, where how I OTK. Maybe Game 1, double chalice, right? What are you going to do to double chalice? And we're going to see Shane beat us down 2-0 in this one. And this is why I decided to take the VW to the 3v3 and not pins, because I'm not ready to take the pins in yet. And yeah, so now I'm giving him a hard time because he said I took a long time last turn, which I did. Now he's taking a long turn. So it's not just my fault as I'm recording this video here. So Baxi is going to spin those back on my top deck, and that's going to be it. I'm 100% sure. So guys, I appreciate everyone. Again, make sure to subscribe to the channel, as we're trying to hit 2,000 by the end of the month. And make sure to subscribe. And if there's anything that you want to see in the future, let us know down below. And everyone, let's see this conceding here. Maybe take a minute to figure it out. I said good game. All right, guys, that is it. We are going to check out of here. This has been Tyler with House of Cards TCG, signing out.
House of Cards.
TCG.